Hello, Candice Sanderson, author of The Reluctant Messenger. I want to share with you today a meditation I had in October of 2018. I was at Goddess I Am here in Naples, Florida. I showed up as usual early for the meditation. I took my seat and all of a sudden I felt just a little edgy. Something wasn't quite right. And I looked around the room and I could see this energy that was frenetic. It was popping and it was cracking. Kind of reminded me of popcorn as it explodes out of its shell. But then I got images of sparklers, images of firecrackers. A few minutes later, Beth came in the room. Everyone had arrived, and we started officially the meditation. Beth used a shaman's rattle and went around each person and rattled around their energy field. And what she was doing by this was releasing any of the negative energy that was surrounding them. And I couldn't help but smile because that was exactly what I had witnessed. Now, this happens pretty frequently to me. I will go to a meditation and I will pick up on events that haven't happened just yet, and that's exactly what had happened with me. When the meditation formally began, then I had another vision, not of the future, but it was a vision of something that had happened in my past. Back in September of 2015, I had a vision of a very large, like miles long, piece of fabric or cloth of some sort. It was black, and scattered on this fabric were hundreds of thousands of points of light. They were maybe crystals or diamonds. When I had this vision, it was so significant that I wrote about it in my book, The Reluctant Messenger, in the final chapter. But as I looked at it all of a sudden, it was as if someone had pinched the bottom of the fabric and pulled it down. And when that happened, it created a gravitational pull, and all of the crystals began to rush toward the very center and spill over into this vortex. More and more light came into this vortex, and soon all the lights clustered together, and they formed something that was just so brilliant and bright. It's something my physical eyes had never seen before. I had gotten the message that this was a gravity well, which I didn't know what that was till I looked it up later, and the cluster of lights had represented something that was called an event horizon. The lights were actually the singularity, but after the singularity in this gravity well, which was actually a black hole, they told me, there was something that was called the event horizon. And when I looked it up, the event horizon is that point where nothing can escape the pull from this black hole. And later, as I researched, I realized that there is a theory that the Big Bang came from a singularity that was deep inside the gravity well of a black hole. So I was like amazed to find this information out after the fact. But once again, back at Goddess I Am, this same vision came back to me. And while the vision was occurring, then I had a messenger speak to me. And of all people, it was Glinda, the good witch from The Wizard of Oz. And she shows up in my life now and then to give me messages. And this is what she said. Everything is energy, but it is how we choose to use it that is most important. And as she spoke these words, I remembered the movie, The Wizard of Oz, and I saw Dorothy, and there she was in her ruby red slippers, and she was tapping her heels 3 times, and I heard her repeat this well-known phrase, "There's no place like home, there's no place like home, there's no place like home." And then with that, Glinda spoke again. You've had the power all along. It is time to step into your divinity, to take charge of your life, to pave the path of your future, one stone at a time. Each stone lays the foundation for the rest of your life. Step on your own path of divinity. You have the power to begin anew, to redefine what was into what shall be. And all along, while I'm listening to her, that vision is still spinning in the back of my mind, and I'm watching it, and I realize, this was that black hole. This was the beginning of creation, and we too could create our own lives. I then had these physical sensations in the bottom of my feet. My feet started tingling, massive tingles, and I felt like they were magnetized, and they were being drawn to the very center of the earth. I was like this powerful magnet, and I couldn't move if I wanted to. But then the rest of my body, now I'm in the observer me mode, and I'm watching as the rest of my body begins to disintegrate. I became nothing but this diaphanous field of sparkles, and they were just loosely connected by some sort of web, but I knew that I was firmly anchored to the earth, and I realized this was or could be the new me. And I could see myself just gently floating in the wind, and all of the winds of creation were blowing through all the cells in my body. And I realized what Glenda had said, that we all had the choice, and it's what we do with the energy that we had. And I realized that although in this vision the physical me no longer existed, I knew that the real me, the true me, my essence, my spirit, my soul, was being cleansed and healed, and the whole world was opening up to me, and I had the choice. I could do whatever I wanted to do with my energy. I had approached from the vision this event horizon, and I had the ability to start anew, to start fresh. I had the ability to create my own life. I could redefine my life any way that I wanted to. And this was the big takeaway of this meditation for me, is we all have the choice. We are the creators of our own lives. Energy is all around us, and it is truly how we use that energy that will define who we are. What do we focus on? Do we focus on the pains and the misfortunes that happen to us? We could, but we can choose not to do that. We can choose to grow from the challenges that we have in life. We can choose a path of enlightenment, a path of love, a path of compassion. So that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, please click the thumbs up like button. If you would like to be aware of new videos as I upload them, you can click the little notification button that looks like a little bell icon, and you can certainly follow me if you would like. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye.